How's it going, YouTube? Trading with Russ here, ready to start our first and of many intros to Trading with Russ. So I'm sure you guys all getting the technical fundamental analysis where everyone's telling you what to buy, how to buy, when to buy, but that's not really telling you how to get there and where you need to start at. So I'm ready to start the journey with you to trading and getting to successful financial freedom that we're going to get from this lucrative stock market that we have here. But I'm here to start this journey with you, and let's get through this together and make some money. Hopefully we do this full time. We started out about 6 months ago, about 2,500, 5,000, and turned that into about 50, 60,000, by playing long and really not knowing what we were doing at all. And I'm sure there's a lot of people just starting out where nobody is telling you what to do, how to do, and just, probably speaking a lot of foreign language that you're not understanding. So you're gonna have to bear with me. For this our first stream, we're gonna get a little kinks out, might be a little stop and stutter, and real life stuff because we're doing some real life trading. So once we get a few followers coming on and send some questions, we can start working this thing together and figuring out any questions you might have. So you should start out, and this is all educational purposes, entertainment only. This is no if, how, and about financial advice. Not a financial advisor, but I can tell you my journey to where I am now doing this full time, and hopefully can continue to do it full time. And I'm sure we can figure this out together and start, making some real money. So what I would say is you need to get out, get a nice, account set up. I'm with TD Ameritrade. I found that to be one of the best out there so far. There's other ones out there as well, Webull and Robinhood, which I would not go because what I would not suggest because they will shut you off when it's time for you to make some good money. So we started off about, margin account. You need about $2,000 to start to get a margin account and get that credit you need to, to start with the margin balance, so you're not just doing all your cash, so you technically can make more money off of their money. At the same time, you can lose more money than you can if you obviously take a loss. But that's not what we're trying to do here. We're going to try to make money off the bank's money or the broker's money and get it to a positive. So I started out Macy's. Macy's was my for sure thing, if you want to call it. Obviously nothing's for sure, but that was the one we called it our savings, our long-term plan. So we got the Macy's. I think we got that at about $6, and then that thing shot up to about 10, all the way to 20, where we cashed out a good amount, got that money back, and then we also had a few calls on, not calls, a few long positions on sorry about that, my thing cut out. Mist was a two double bagger, hit us for about 100% profit, and we also went into the AMC and CCV for the Carnival, CCL, excuse me. That one was a great one. That went for about $6 to $8, and we turned that into about $20 when we cashed that one out. And we got a few options that we'll get into later that will show you, that I'll give you some of what I did to make some good money and was profitable. So once you get your margin account set up, I would also, that's why I like TD Ameritrade, because they also have the Thinkorswim paper money, so you can practice. lot of people are going to be speaking options, calls, and shorts and puts, and tell you the truth, it's foreign language, very confusing, and you will get stung if you start trying to trade options with real money. Might get lucky a few times, but you will not understand and get stung with probably something you weren't wanting to do, but ended up happening. And once that thing's in, you're kind of screwed at that point. So I would say take the paper trades. You can start your options, your anything that you feel you want to do. You can practice with that and see how it plays out. You can do a lot of closing. You start with about 200,000 of trading paper money. So then you could play out all of your stuff and see how your thoughts would have played out if you're not sure, or you want to take a chance or a risk or learn about the options more and make sure you're not losing 60,000. I'll give you an example. What I did, I put a call that I thought was doing a call option for I don't even remember what it was for, but it was I thought I was doing a call that was going to give me sell this option and make a good amount of money, and all of a sudden I'm about to be down 60,000 and was going to wipe out my account, which would have been no bueno. And luckily it did not get exercised, and I was able to get out of that one. And from that point, I just started doing my options, just stick with one call option, and I'm playing it out on the paper money on Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, and seeing how it's all gonna play out there, so I can learn my calls, puts, shorts, and all that lingo I'm sure you're hearing and kind of confused with what it is. So you have your shorts, your puts, your calls, your long calls, your short calls, your long puts, and once you get into it, you'll see how in depth that really gets. But once you start that paper money, that gives you a big avenue to try to start making some money and practicing with. And let me pull up my account real quick. Positions. But that will open up your whole trading experience. So that way you can still get in. I feel you get in and you get some long, I don't want to call it for sure, but especially right now, it's very lucrative. You can get in there cheap, and sit there and watch the round going up. Everybody's talking about crash and scared and oh my God, this is when everybody, they say the herd is starting to get scared and going to run and sell off, and it's crashing. Oh my God, right? When they're scared, everyone's scared is when you make money and you prosper and you actually go in harder. That's I believe the words of Warren Buffett. So right now is the best time to get in, jump in, get some money, get some stuff real cheap. I mean, you got Tesla 630 right now. NIO's down in the 40s to 35. Those are projected to be about a $90 to $100 stock. NIO. Macy's right now is a good thing that I like. It's still at 1668 right now, but when that gets down to 15, we're looking at about $20 a share for that. So to me, that's a very long, for sure call, if you want to call it, right? Your safest bet, I should say, because that was at a $52 high, and they actually have the assets. I believe, I don't know when it was, but a little while ago, on two of their dividends where they're going to pay out their stockholders, they kept it, bought all their properties, and they own them all. So their assets are huge. Even if their whole business flops, they still have all of their buildings and businesses and properties that they own. One's in Times Square, that's worth I think $1 billion. So you really can't just go bankrupt on there. Even if they close all their stores, you're still gonna be profitable, or you'll be able to get out with your money still intact. That's why my Macy's is like my savings account. And right now also AMC. I got AMC, and I got Nokia, and that's super low right now. You can get that for real cheap, and I believe that's going to be a triple bagger, go to about 9. And I'm seeing AMC. I actually already cashed in with that. Got that at like 8 or 9, I think, on the last one, and it bumped up to 20. So that was a double up. And right now, if you do it again, right now it's at 970. So if you get in now, you can get that also to the 20 if you just sit and wait. Don't freak out with all this, volatility and couple days you might be in the red and whatnot. But once we get more people coming on and watching, I'm gonna go live stream. I personally am not don't have my whole locked in day trading is what I ultimately want to do, and get in there and make some money on the day trading every day, and have my whole system, which I almost have now. But I'm just here to hopefully get with the newest traders, and we can take this journey together, make some money, see what we can do, and learn this whole foreign market together and get rich while the others get rich as well. I mean, why sit back? And if you don't try, you're never gonna make it. But if you do, you never know what's gonna hit. Like for instance, that Roaring Kitty, he just hit 50 million, I believe, something like that. I mean, he hit so big on something that he had that they investigating him and got him up against Congress and all that. It's freaking, I mean, I love it that he hit. It's just a regular person that hit on one of his long calls. He's a genius guy for sure. But, I want to also talk about how you set up your account. So once you get your TD Ameritrade set up, margin account, or you could be cash if you'd like, but you're only going to make what you put in, and you're going to be kind of handcuffed to what you can make. Once you get in there, I'm talking about as simple as setting up your search engines. So if you get in and say Google's got an extension on it that has a search center. You set your search center up, that I'll show you guys in the next video, but I just wanted to kind of start this off, let you know where I was at, give you a few things of how to set it up, and then hopefully we get a few more people that are in here asking some questions, and then we can, go from there and start hopefully building this community and, knock this thing out together, and us all be one happy, rich family, maybe a little fatter from eating right. But you go in and you want to pull up like my search center right here. I just set this up, and so at one click of a button, you can get Seeking Alpha, which is the news on there, SEC, all insider trading, see what they're trading inside the company, who's buying what, who's getting what. The SEC.gov is a whole insider of who owns what trades. What stocks and owners. Then you got the stock charts is what I use to look at my charts for analyzing and technical analysis, looking at the charts and the candlestick patterns, which we'll get into that more on the next show. I'm going to try to do one a day or at least every other day, just to kind of get out there. And once we start getting more viewers, members, people that we could be bouncing stuff back and forth, I'll do one a day, and we'll attack this thing head on together, take this journey to our financial freedom. And I use stock charts. It's free, which you can also pay for a premium, and you can get a little better analysis on there to watch your candlesticks and get the patterns down to see when and whatnot to get in and get out with. Then you got Moody's and Whale Wisdom. Whale Wisdom is all the big hedge funds, where they're investing in, what they got going, and how the big time, the whales of the investing community, and what they're putting their money at, and how their hedge funds are putting their investments at. So you can kind of use that as a base if you'd like to get some insight and they're more long position. When they say long, obviously that means that they are for the stock, and they're thinking that it's going to go, it's going to be a valuable company, and it's going to make money, and they like what they see. You should get into stuff that you like, or you're into, or your kids are into games, or you're into shoes or whatever. You want to get into those kind of markets. That way you're up with what's going on. Twitter is a very good platform for finding the news and the newest tweets. Everybody tweets something out first. I actually didn't have any social media until I started doing this, because I got to get with the times is and see who's saying what and who's doing what, and what everybody's doing. So we can get into that a little deeper, maybe on the next video or whatnot. This is just going to be a short intro. Like I said, I wanted to introduce, have everybody, if they're just trying to get into stocks or thinking about it, or you're just getting into stocks and you're trying to figure out what you should do, which way to go, because I'm sure everybody is telling you what to buy into and what you should and shouldn't do, and all this. Like I said before, I'm gonna say it multiple times, foreign language, and you're probably sitting here confused and just guessing with somebody who you're gonna run with and pick as a person to listen to, which I have tried that. I tried the penny stocks with Raging Bull, who was the biggest crooks out there, I feel, because they just disappeared off the face of the earth on December. And I had bought into their premiums and I was trying their penny stocks because I wasn't sure on those. So I was trying to do the penny stocks, following what they were saying. They kept losing money because they weren't really explaining what they were doing and just telling you what to pick. And it was always too late for when they told you. So I paid for that. I paid into that. I paid into a few other YouTubers out there that they have good information. But at the end of the day, like, that's just good information. I'm trying to show everybody how we can figure this out on your own, screening and looking to see what stock you like or how you want to go about a certain stock and where you want to make some money with, because then you can screen stuff yourself. You're not relying on another person to tell you what to do and where to go. And that's the goal for me. I'm not trying to follow somebody. I want to be able to make my own way and go from there. But I would just, like I said, start off with your account. Get yourself a nice little margin account. That's what I like. You can go cash too, and then get yourself the Thinkorswim, regardless if you have it or not. Thinkorswim is free, and you can sign up and do your paper trading. And I believe that it's one of the better and best platforms out there for paper trading. It's like real time, and you can do some real option plays and practicing. Even just buying stock is a trick. Just because you're going in to buy a stock, how you purchase a stock and they say you're going long or this, that, and the other. And then options is a whole nother world that we'll get into, and a few other ones there that I'm still getting familiar with. But I have a little bit know-how, and I've successfully traded a few options here and there to make some money. But yeah, right now once we do that, get your search engines set up with your I'll say it again, Twitter, Seeking Alpha, SEC, All Insider Trade, and then SEC.gov, stock charts, or you can go FinViz, or if you like another platform that shows you some charts, that's whatever you like, but I'm telling you what I do. Stock charts, Moody, MOODYS, and then Whale Wisdom Alpha. Those are the things I have in my search center extension for Google. You just go into there, get your search center extension, add it to it.
Here's a result from Google.
Sorry, add it to it, and then start putting in those names I just gave you to your search engine. And then once you go on there, you can put in Tesla or NEO or whatever you want to do, and it'll pull up all those things, all those websites with that ticker. So you don't have to type in 6 different websites. It's just one little trick that you'll save time and everything for. So you're not typing in a million search engines. All you just put one in right there in your search center, and they'll all pop up for you. They'll give you news and everything. And then you can also get an extension that is, I just added this one. It is the context menu search. So then once you are in there with your, search engine, your extension on your search center, you could then type in, Tesla or news on it, and it'll pop up anything that's pertaining to news on that as well. So, right now, I'll end this one. It's only going to be a 20-minute video. Feel free to comment, like back. I'll get back to everybody if they're commenting. Here shortly when I come, I'm going to do another one tomorrow with a little bit more in depth. Hopefully we get a few people that have some questions of how to do something with just getting started, or has a question that we can start the whole little conversation with the community. But right now, what I have is AMC. That's at 983. I feel that's a good buy to get into right now. Macy's, you're for sure good. It's just not going to be a huge, like double or triple, which is fine, right? You're not going to, everything's not going to be that huge bang or not, but more of a for sure. If you're more conservative, go with the Macy's. You're still going to be profit of about $4. You know what I mean? And so you're almost 25%, which is damn good for me. That's what I like to make, 25 to 30. Neo is a great buy, I feel, because they're down at the 40s, and I'm projecting them to be at about 90 to 100. Nokia is a great buy right now because they're going to be the leaders of 5G, and they're down to 4. I feel they're undervalued at less than $4 a share right now, and I'm saying they're going to be going to 9. And then I had Moderna as well, but I already had closed them out and made money because I bought them at, I believe, 30 or 50, sold them for 160. I got Pfizer, but I don't like anything Pfizer has gone. I figured they were going to make a lot more money, and they haven't really gone anywhere. And I got them back when they were $30 or something, and they're only $34. Not really understanding why that's not going up, but I wouldn't recommend that. Not that I'm recommending any advice or anything like that, just what I'm doing. Tesla right now is a great buy. I mean, you could wait for it to drop at under the 6 and be at the high 5s, and I feel you're gonna have minimum double up your money on that. That's what I'm shooting for because it was already at $900 a share. So if that shoots back up, you're looking at 50% return as of right now if you bought into Tesla. It's a little bit more to put in to bang for your buck. You're not going to get the same. But, if you got that money to put, I would buy in a Tesla. I would actually wait till it gets down to about under 6. It's back and forth right now. But as right now, if you get in, you have your account set up, I would say Nokia, AMC, Macy's, Neo. And if Tesla's too much, you can even go CCIV. And I'm just starting to look at the ACIC and CHPT, which I don't really have enough info to share with you at this point. But when we come back, I'll have some insight on looking at them and seeing what they're gonna be at. And on the next one, we'll touch on the call option, which, like I said, we'll keep it real basic. Where if we just do one option, take a call, and just stick to getting good at that only, you really aren't gonna get yourself. You're not gonna get yourself in a pinch. You know what I mean? You're gonna try to buy a position that you wanna get anyways, but you don't have to come out of pocket right away and put that up. You can put up a minimal amount. If it turns like the AMC goes up on you, you're gonna still be able to buy that at the good price and make that return, but you won't have to come out of pocket right now. But we'll touch on a little bit of that on the next one, which will either be tomorrow or the next day, Thursday. So hopefully some of this was useful, and we'll just get better with the time that we come, or the time that we have. And I can't wait till we all have this community going and making this real money and be real successful. I'm hoping we're all going to make killing and don't got to work for the man no more. And sit back and trade and then have that time to spend with your family. Go, go do whatever you want to do. Party, whatever the case is. I'm not one to judge, that's for sure. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you guys soon. I will be on tomorrow as well to talk a little bit more. But everybody who hasn't, go out there and get those accounts, sign up for them. It's not going to take you that long. And if you have, get into those positions now. It's a great time. Everyone's scared when you profit. All right, I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Talk to you guys later.